Hello, everybody.
Woo!
Oh, my God. Whoa. Bucky, crazy. I know. Welcome back. It's Mayhem at the Multiplex 5. We are here for the team's title match in Fandom. Maggie's making a guest appearance. She really wanted to be at Mayhem. She's a big fan of the program. But we are here. Don't give me the finger. We're here for the show. Fandom team's titles are on the line. Wookiee Mistake versus Dummies number 2. This is the second time they have played. They played earlier this year. Wookiee had to beat Dummies in order to have their title shot. And now Wookiee is the champion. They've defended their belts against Duel of the Fates. And Dummies has come back to try and win the belts for number 2. They've already won them once. Now they want to win them again. Nick is here. How are you feeling about the match, sir? Any thoughts?
Good. Dummies technically won that summer ladder thing we did that just turned into what it was. It was great.
I had fun.
I had loads of fun. It was just, we never even found a name for it. It happened in the summer.
Yeah.
But it was a good time. Dummies was able to skip the line and then capitalize by winning at the very end against Guns and Chips to get here to the title match today. And that first match you were talking about, Tim, where Wookiee came out on top and then won their title, that was a very, very close match. I think it was a difference of one question. So this is a very even match here. Dummies looking to be the second ever team to be 2-time champions. And Wookiee Mistake looking to continue their defense or start a defense streak, because one's a thing, two's a pattern, I guess.
Yeah, that's nice. It is very exciting. All 4 of these people know what it's like to be in the title match arena. Wookiee had done it quite a few times before. They won the belts and then have obviously, like we've said, defended now once. And Dummies obviously being champions of this league as well. So lots of talent here today. Interesting to see what's going to happen. Let's get into it, starting with the promos.
Hello, boys.
Hello, sir.
We're in familiar territory. Yes?
I think.
Yeah,
I vaguely remember being here once or twice.
Yeah. I know I'm usually very animated, but you don't need that today. You're gonna get the quiet storm with Philadelphia. So here's the thing, guys. I know you've had some hiccups in the road in your career, but you guys are former champions. Never forget, you were the only blemish on the Knights of Ren's record. And that is not nothing, to say the least. So you guys are gonna do great. Never forget.
Thank you, Bill.
How you both feeling? You talk. You guys. I'm just here for funsies.
So you're right. You bring up that blemish. Beating the greatest team ever. Now we sort of have to beat what would be considered the second or third best team ever, depending on how you score it and your thoughts about history. So I guess if we win this, we're giant killers. And that's something to be proud of. But even if something goes bad today, as could happen, our legacy is sort of set in this league, and I feel comfortable with it, which is why I want to come into this match as comfortable as possible, Jake.
Yeah. I will say, though, there's one thing I don't like about Wookiee Mistake, and specifically Joe Farrelly. He's greedy. Listen. Robert has a baby girl coming, and I want to get her a present. And that present, I couldn't think of a better present than a belt. But Joe, he has them all, and he's just hoarding them like he's frickin' Gollum. And I think it's time to just give one up. Give one for Robert's little girl. Come on. Would you rob a newborn babe of such a treasured gift? I don't think so.
I mean, I would have went with a bassinet, but a belt's good. So let's fucking do this, kids. Kick this pig.
Belts for Izzy.
Why the fuck does a baby need a belt? That's weird.
You could buy a pretty nice belt just charging us rent for living in your head rent free. Just charge us rent now.
You already used that joke.
It was in a different league. How you feeling, David?
I'm feeling good. Well, it's the Dummies. We have a bit of a thing going with them. We have played them in everything possible right now. I have lost to them a couple times, but that happened a while ago. They have never beaten you, which is a nice thing to know, to the odds, to the statistics. And the last time I played one of them, I knocked Robert out. So I think we are good. It's been a while since I played Fandom, so a little while. So let's see how it goes. But you, my man, are on fire. So.
And the good news is, we got one of the scariest single players in existence right now in our corner. And David, that's the thing. You can talk about all the stats between us and dummies and us and all that, but the thing is, you and I, we don't play our opposition. We play the document.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who we're playing. We play that document. And that's all that matters.
And we have been doing
pretty good
at that.
Doesn't matter who's on the other end. We just know what we got to do.
Also, the video store has been slaying the Fandom division this year.
Oh, yeah.
So, buy our shit, guys.
Not this one, though.
No, you can't. Limited edition.
You can buy this shit, though.
Nick, a couple questions. Question 1. I hear Bill referring to the pig a lot. Please don't kick it. I don't want it to be hurt. But I appreciate the sentiment. Second thing, Brittany's a delight. Always a good person to have in your corner, just like Bill. And yeah, you can't buy that Wookiee Mistake shirt because Nazario is doing illegal things over here at the video store. Nick, any thoughts on the promos? I'm going to be honest. I went to refill my beer in my fancy Mayhem glass during the first one. Didn't hear a lot of what they said. I caught the end. I caught the stuff. I got the stuff about the baby and the belt, but I didn't hear anything before that.
Okay, I also went for a refill.
Oh, nice.
So let's get into the match.
Okay, round number 1. How's it going to work, Nick?
Round number 1 is going to work like this. We have 10 questions in the realm of Fandom fights. Each question will be worth 1 point apiece. Players will have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we will say pens down. They will then reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer, as I said, is worth 1 point apiece. And should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number 1, they will receive a bonus question. Each team will have 4 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get in round number 1?
Nope.
Good luck.
I didn't realize this was a game of rounders. We played the man in front of us, but that's cool.
Your first question will come in the category of James Bond. Bond wins the final hand in Casino Royale with what hand?
So I'll Robert, you good?
My marker's fucking up. I can't write. Can I get one? Real quick?
Go ahead.
Great, thank you.
We'll give you a little extra time. So I'll fill you in a little bit. They were talking about not needing belts. The babies don't need belts. They were talking about
how they're going to hold their pants up.
That Joe is scary. Well, the babies, they don't really need belts because they wear onesies. But they wear diapers. 3. 2, they have straps. 1, pens down. Let's start with David.
I said a full.
And we'll go to Jake.
Straight flush.
And Joe.
I believe it's 4 to the 8 of spades, straight flush.
And Rob.
Screw you, markers. Straight flush.
Straight flush. Also, the 4 to 8 of spades we would have accepted as well. So both correct. Joe correct and the dummies correct. So it's 2 to 1 in favor of the dummies as we get into your next question in the category of DC. Which DC film features a character harboring a painting called God Save the Queen? God Save the Queen. Fortune favors the bold. Very similar sentiments, I think.
Kick this pig.
Kick this pig.
It's not referring to me.
Fuck this noise. Buy our shit. All very similar. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jake.
And I just guessed V for Vendetta.
And Joe.
V for Vendetta.
And Robert.
Sort of guessed V for Vendetta.
And David.
No.
V for Vendetta is correct. So we will move on to the next question. What is it, Nick?
Next question is in the worlds of DC. The question is, in Aquaman, Captain Merc has his helmet smashed while chasing Arthur and Mera and saves himself by sticking his head in what?
Have you seen this film?
I have.
Nice. I caught half of it on FX the other night. Pretty good shit.
That's good, Tim. I'm going to tell you right now, though, you need a new question. I used to play in this division. I've seen all of these films.
Oh,
You don't
you're that Nick?
You don't need to ask
5,
anymore.
4. I didn't know you were that Nick.
Yeah.
2, 1, pens down. Holy shit. Let's go to Joe.
Shut up.
Toilet.
And Robert.
I said fish tank.
And David.
Oh, finally, toilet.
And Jake.
I said sand.
Toilet is correct. So Wookiee ties it up, and Joe is the only one. Joe is the only one to remain perfect as we get into your next question, which is going to be in the category of Star Wars. The opening battle of Revenge of the Sith happens above which planet? What is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Uranus.
Oh, you got me. It's a terrible flavor. What do you
Wait.
got?
Oh, mint chocolate chip.
5. Really? It tastes like
Yeah,
chicken.
just heard what you said.
2, 1.
No, not
Pens down. Let's go to Robert.
Coruscant.
And David.
Coruscant.
And Jake.
Coruscant.
And Joe.
Coruscant.
That is correct. We are still tied 6-6.
All right, your next question will come in the category of Star Trek. The question is, what is the name of the Federation admiral who conspires with the Sona against the Baku in Star Trek Insurrection? We just need last name.
Would you change your last name if you could?
No.
Do you like your last name? I hate mine. It has a Z in it.
I don't feel any type of way about it, so, like, sure.
It has a Z in it, Nick.
That's kind of cool.
So does mine. Mine's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your Z is pronounced. Mine is not. It's very hard.
Yeah.
5,
I have
4,
an H in mine that's not really
2,
pronounced.
1. Pens down, unless Caleb co-host talking. Let's go to David.
Is it Onion Hayes?
We will go to Jake.
Doherty.
Oh.
And Joe.
Doughty.
And Robert.
Doherty.
Doherty is correct. So dummies take a 1-point lead, 8-7. We're going to get into your next question, which is in the Wizarding world. In Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Tina was demoted from her position as an Auror for attacking Mary Lou Barebone for doing what?
Take a somewhat general answer.
Somewhat general answer.
Admiral Doherty.
Hey.
Hi,
5.
Tim.
Hey. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I believe we are to Jake.
Hitting children.
Let's go to Joe.
Beating the children.
Let's go to Robert.
Said abusing credence.
Let's go to David.
I said beating Credence.
So we can definitely take David and Robert
I would take it. Actually,
You
no.
said-
because she only beats
I will
Credence, right?
Well, I'm just going to say I don't think we can accept it.
Okay, I agree. Yeah, I'm with you on that. So
We can accept
will
Robert and David.
we will take Robert and David's answer, but not
Maybe
Jake
accept
and Joe.
David, what do you think?
I think they are right.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so then the score is 9-8 in favor of dummies and no perfect rounds, right?
Correct.
Okay, so we will move on to the next question. What is it, Nick?
The next question comes in the category of fandom quotes. The title character says the line, "Sometimes I believe in as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast." In which Disney live-action film?
So you know how we have Disney animation and Disney live action?
No.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Go on.
No, that's it. That's the whole thing. Did you know that?
I didn't. But
Wow. But you've seen all the movies. You're a smart cookie. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Joe, we're gonna start with you.
Alice in Wonderland.
And Robert.
That made sense. I said Cinderella.
And David.
Yep, that makes sense.
And Jake.
I said Mary Poppins.
Alice in Wonderland is correct.
Nice.
So Joe ties it up. It is 9-all as we get into your next question, which is in the category of the MCU. While they are being held hostage, how specifically does Hank get Bill Foster to open the tin case containing giant ants in Ant-Man and the Wasp? I really like this movie. Like, I feel like I'm in the minority where, like, a lot of people think that it's just okay. I really like it.
I think it was just billed as like a big game changer, and then because like it was between the two. You know, I don't want to.
So was it billed in the mind of Nick Tuig or
No. Like in
5?
society.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. I know what you mean. Let's go to Robert.
Said he pretends to have a heart attack and needs his pills.
We will go to David.
I said fakes a heart attack.
We will go to Jake.
No, I didn't have it.
And Joe.
Fakes a heart attack.
We can accept all those answers except for Jake's, obviously. So Wookiee is up 11-10. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
What's next?
Your penultimate question will come in the category of Disney animation. The question is, in the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh, whose house does Pooh go to first after he and Christopher Robin fail to get honey from a beehive?
This same exact thing happened to me and Maggie recently.
Yeah.
You've never tried to get honey from a beehive?
I would murder every beehive on this planet if I could.
But then no honey.
That's okay.
5,
Sacrifice I'm willing to make.
3,
Have
2,
you seen B movie?
1. Pens down.
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna say that, but yeah. Let's go to David.
Rabbit?
Jake.
Rabbit's house.
And Joe.
Rabbit.
And Robert.
Rabbit.
Rabbit is correct. So 13-12 as we get into your final question in the round, which is in the category of DreamWorks animation. And your question is, who voices Barry's love interest Vanessa in B movie?
What the hell, man?
Really?
I realized what I was doing.
No, that's specifically why I didn't name that movie, and then David just decided.
Correct.
Sorry.
I mean, that's on you, man.
I feel he put this into existence, and that's terrible.
Nothing will still be creepier than us acting out a scene from Harry Potter and then getting a question from that exact scene.
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jake.
Renee Zellweger.
And Joe.
Dan Credence, Renee Zellweger.
And Robert.
Put the accent under the. I said Renee Zellweger.
And David.
I said Maya Rudolph.
Renee Zellweger is correct, which means we are tied at the end of round number 1 of 14-14. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
All 4 repeats and the challenge are intact for the players. And let's get into round number 2. Nick, how's it going to work?
Round number 2 is going to work like this. It is the wheel round. We have 10 fandom categories on it. No spinners or opponent's choice per request of the champions. Each team will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. They'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless they'd like to check down to multiple choice, in which case they will only be worth 1. And be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. Tim, what's on the wheel today?
Oh, on your lovely wheel from wheeldeside.com, which is brought to you by StreamYard, making streaming easy. I can concur. Your categories are horror icons, Pixar, YA, DC, Star Wars, Middle-earth, Disney Animation, Planet of the Apes, Mission Impossible, and the MCU. Wookiee, we are tied, and you guys are the champions, so you will decide, do you want to go first or second? Do you want me to bring in your manager, or will you guys be discussing that?
David, the round's done. We move
Yep.
on to this
Yeah,
one.
I know.
Start collaborating. Let's
That's fine.
Let's keep it going. We'll spin first, please.
Yeah.
Good to see you,
Okay.
Brittany.
All right. So this is going to be your spin, Wookiee mistake. It lands on Ya. Wyatt.
Escape, right? Skype, right? Or what?
Yeah, let's discuss this in Skype.
If there was a Multiplex album, do you think we would have a song called Let's Discuss This in Skype? Let's go to the Skype call. Featuring other tracks like Ode to Google Hangouts.
No, that one would be like Let's Go to the Mall, but Let's Go to the Skype.
We'd like to spin again, please.
Aye, aye, captains. Okay, here is your spin. And you land on horror icons.
Cool.
All right. So, Nick, you want to go ahead and give Wookiee their questions in horror icons. Who's going to be the answerer for Wookiee? Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Wookiee mistake, you're prepared for your questions in the category of horror icons. All right, your first question. Paul and Ginny are the main two characters in which Friday the 13th film?
Friday the 13th, Part 2, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who plays the lead Jesse in A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge?
Five, 4.
Multiple choice, please.
Okay, your multiple choice options is A, Mark Patton, B, Robert Russler, C, Marshall Bell, D, Steve Easton.
A, final answer.
A is correct for 1 point. Your third question. In Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, Tommy finds Jamie's baby in the bathroom of what kind of location where she had called from and pleaded for Dr. Loomis's help?
Five, 4, 3.
A bus station, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, Wookiee, your penultimate question. At the beginning of Jason X, what does Rowan suggest they do with Jason instead of transporting him to be studied?
Five, 4.
Repeat the question, please.
All right, that's your first repeat. The question again. At the beginning of Jason X, what does Rowan suggest they do with Jason instead of transporting him to be studied?
Freeze him, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Right, and Wookiee mistake, your final question. Why specifically does Allison run away from her and Cameron's friend Oscar just before he is killed by Michael in Halloween 2018?
Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice, please.
Okay. Multiple choice options are: is it A, he throws up, B, Cameron warns her he is the killer, C, her mother calls her, or D, he tries to kiss her?
D, final answer. D is in Delta.
D is correct for 1 point and a sweep of horror icons.
All right, so Wookiee getting 8 points, bringing their total up to 22. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
Okay, so we will bring back the wheel.
Let's hang on. There's some weird echo going on. Everyone make sure they're muted in the right places.
I don't hear anything.
It was like a high-pitched kind of
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Okay.
I think it's gone now, so we will bring back the wheel. And we will bring in Mr. Bill for the spin for dummies. Gentlemen, here is your spin. Lands on Disney animation. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
Yeah. I believe the gentleman would like to spin again.
Okay. This is what you are stuck with. It lands on Mission Impossible.
All right, guys, take your time. You got multiple choice, repeats. You got it.
All right. Dummies, I will be giving you your questions in the category of Mission Impossible. All right. And Robert, you are going to be the answerer for this, yes?
I am, but this is the first time I've done it, so I just need a little leeway for it. Just a little.
Just unmute. Yeah, as long as you get your answer in, you're good. So.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right. So here is your first question, gentlemen. Which Mission Impossible film features Ethan performing a helix jump? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, Mission Impossible 2, B, Mission Impossible 3, C, Rogue Nation, or D, Fallout. Five, 4, 3, 2.
Can we get a repeat of the options, please?
Yes, you can. Is it A, Mission Impossible 2, B, Mission Impossible 3, C, Rogue Nation, or D, Fallout? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Mission Impossible 2, final answer.
That is incorrect. Wookiee mistake chance for a 1-point steal. Your options again are A, Mission Impossible 2, B, Mission Impossible 3, C, Rogue Nation, or D, Fallout.
Mission Impossible Fallout, final answer.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for Mission Impossible 3. All right. Dummies, we will move on to your next question. What is the name of the pharmaceutical company that created the Chimera virus and its cure in Mission Impossible 2?
Biosite, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your next question, dummies. Who plays Jack Harmon in Mission Impossible?
Emilio Estevez, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. In Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, Ethan goes to meet the courier who will bring him to Bogdan's cousin, the arms dealer. What kind of location does he meet the courier at? Five, four.
Multiple choice, please.
All right. Your options are A, a bank, B, a park, C, an art museum, or D, a dock. Five, four, three, two.
Can you repeat the options again?
Yes, you can. Is it A, a bank, B, a park, C, an art museum, or D, a dock?
That's the last time with the options.
A dock, final answer?
That is correct for 1 point. All right. And your final question in Mission Impossible. Ethan jumps out of a moving airplane in how many Mission Impossible films? Five, four, three.
Can you repeat the question, please?
That is your first repeat. Ethan jumps out of a moving airplane in how many Mission Impossible films? Five, four, three, two, one.
2, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. So at the end of round number 2, Nick, I have Wookiee up 1 point with 22 to DUM-E's 21. Is that what you have?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right. So both players have used 1 repeat, which means both teams, I guess, both teams have 3 remaining and the challenges are intact. So we're going to get into round number 3, which is the filmography round. Nick, how does it work?
Round 3 is going to work like this. You got a 1-pointer and a 2-point. You have a 1-pointer, a 2-pointer, and a 3-point question. In the category of filmography, we have 2 clues from different Fandom films pointing to an actor or an actress. The player will have to get the actor or actress correct to get the point value. One player will take the 1-point question. The other player will take the 2-point questions, and teams can confer on the 3-point question. Teams, any questions as we get around 3?
Nope.
No.
All right.
All right. So, Wookiee, you are in the lead. Would you like your questions from set 1 or set 2?
Go on, David.
1.
Cool.
Okay. So, dummies, we're going to start with you in set number 2. You are down. So, you're going to go first. Nick, why don't you kick us off? Who is going to take the 1-pointer for you guys, dummies?
I am.
Okay. So, Nick, go ahead and give Robert the 1-pointer.
Right. Robert, your 1-point question. Who plays a Middle-earth wizard and a Roger Moore Bond villain?
Christopher Lee.
That is correct for 1 point. A tie game. Right. So, Mr. Meltzer, I'll be giving you the 2-point question. Are you prepared?
Let's do it.
Okay. Making sure you're on. All right. Your question. Who plays a Hunger Games Capital member and voices a DreamWorks inventor?
Stanley Tucci.
That is correct for 2 points.
And the lead.
Lead. All right. Dummies, your 3-point question for which you can confer on. Who plays a Star Wars rebel and voices a Disney animated warrior?
Would this be Kelly Marie Tran?
Yeah, I think it's Kelly Marie Tran. Yeah.
It really can't be anybody else, right?
I'm really confident. Just say it. And
Okay.
if it's not right,
Kelly
then
Marie Tran,
whatever.
final answer.
That is correct for 3
Good job, buddy.
big points.
All right, so Dummies sweeping, going
Maybe
up
from
to
last
20,
time.
going up to 27.
That's what I have. Yep.
All right, so Wookiee, I will be giving you guys your questions in round number 3. Who is going to be taking the 1-pointer? All right,
Me.
David, your 1-pointer in filmography. Who plays a Star Trek doctor and an MCU executioner?
Carl Urban.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, Joe, I will be giving you the 2-pointer. Your question. Who plays a Disney live-action pirate and a Pixar bird?
Jeffrey Rush.
That is correct for 2 points. And your 3-pointer, which you can work together on. Who plays a Wizarding World leader and an Alien versus Predator wife?
Well,
Okay. Alien versus Predator wife. So, who plays the wife in The
5,
Predator?
4, 3, 2.
repeat the question.
All right,
It's
that
not
is
just
your-
going to be Catherine Waterston.
That
is
is
it?
your second repeat.
She is
And
the
your question
original
again.
wife of Captain.
Who plays a Wizarding World leader and an Alien versus Predator wife?
There's no wife
What?
in Alien. Is it Catherine Waterston?
Maybe? Leader, though?
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, she is a wife. Yeah. Leader?
5,
We can use
4,
another one.
3.
Okay.
2.
Repeat the question.
Repeat the
All right,
question.
that is your third repeat. Your question again. Who plays a Wizarding
No
World
wife in
leader
Alien.
and an Alien versus
That's
Predator
fine.
wife?
I mean,
No.
she could be a leader, though, isn't it? Can you
Yeah, I'd
think
go
of
with it. I'd go
anybody?
with it.
Okay.
Catherine Waterston, final answer.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Carmen. I can't say her.
A joke.
Joke.
Jogo.
Okay.
Okay, I forgot about that.
I believe she's in
Covenant.
Covenant. Yeah. So, all right. So with that, Dummies comes out of this round with the lead. They're up 2. It is 27-25. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right, we're gonna get into the deep cut round. Nick, how's that gonna work?
The deep cut round number 4. We have a wheel with 10 deep cut movies on it, each representing its own fandom category, all of which were chosen in one way or another by the teams you see before you. We will spin the wheel 5 times to get 5 different questions from either different movies or the same movie to ask to the players. Each team will answer together. They can collaborate, and each question is worth 2 points apiece. Any questions as we get around number 4? All right.
Okay.
Take it away, Tim.
Yeah, the movies on today's deep cut wheel brought to you by never mind. It's gonna be Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master, The World Is Not Enough, Muppet Treasure Island, Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore, Alien, The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, The Road to El Dorado, The Batman, and The Incredibles. So this is going to be the first spin for the deep cut round. And it lands on The Incredibles. So remember to be in your Skype calls for this. Are you guys all set and ready to go?
We're having some technical issues.
Okay, we can wait a second. All right, gentlemen, your first question is going to be in the category of The Incredibles. And your question is, The police chase at the start of the film is traveling northbound on what road? This movie is a delight.
Nope. Hate it.
You hate it.
It promotes
Things. 5,
adorableness.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's get answers starting with Wookiee.
San Pablo Avenue.
And dummies.
San Pablo Avenue.
Both are correct. All right, so we will bring back the wheel for the next spin. Your next deep cut question is going to come from Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Thought it was going to be The Incredibles again. All right, Nick, what's the question in Rogue One?
All right, your question in Rogue One. The informant on the Ring of Catherine says that the pilot called the weapon being built a what?
What are you drinking, buddy? Just water?
Water. You've
been sick. You gotta fix you.
Yeah, I still don't even feel back to normal yet, which really sucks.
Yeah. Do you know what you had? 5?
Illness.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with the dummies.
Planet Killer.
And Wookiee.
Planet Killer.
Both are correct. All right, so keeping pace as we get into the next spin. Your next question is going to come from the movie Rogue One, a fucking Star Wars story. So, guys, here is your next question in Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Cassian says he has been in the fight since he was how old? Are you excited for a spin-off series?
Want to fight?
Sure.
Okay.
In a fandom format?
No, like I'm gonna punch you in the face.
No! 5.
Too late. You said yes.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Wookiee.
So I missed that mute button. 6.
And dummies.
6 years old.
Both are correct. All right, Nick. We're going to move on to the fourth question in the deep cut round. Here is the spin. The world is not enough. So, Nick, go ahead and give us the fourth question in The World Is Not Enough.
All righty. Your question. When Bond says it is too bad they don't have any champagne, Christmas says, or what? Forgot there was a person named Christmas, so I was confused for a second.
That's fair. I did not have fun writing these. I will say that. I don't actually hate this movie. I think this movie's all right. It's like a 3-star movie, but
sure.
I did not have fun. Yeah. 5.
I like it.
4, 3.
Sometimes the world is enough, you know?
1. Pens down. Let's go to dummies.
Sour cream.
And Wookiee.
Sour cream.
Sour cream is correct. It's a weird fucking line. Let's go to the final spin of the round. Your movie is going to be Alien. All right.
Not bad.
So your question in Alien is: Ripley says it will take how long for her to reach the frontier if she is not picked up? You want to fight an alien?
You want to ring a fellowship?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is going to be Dummy's second repeat. Ripley says it will take how long for her to reach the frontier if she is not picked up? Yeah, man. I had to watch The Road to El Dorado. The fucking Batman.
Thank you.
I mean, I didn't. Well, yeah, I watched them, but I didn't.
I know.
I didn't have a great time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Wookiee
6 weeks.
and Dummies.
Said 2 months.
6 weeks is correct. So Wookiee doesn't.
Yes.
No, ties it up. Yeah, it ties it up. What am I talking about? They tie it up. It is 34 to 34. Is that what you have?
I have 35 all.
35 all. I believe you. No, I had Dummies at 35, but I think I only gave Wookiee 1 point on the last one. So that sounds right. So 35 all is what you have.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go with that. Because they should be tied. They were down 2 going into this round. So we are all tied up. 35 all. Wookiee has 1 repeat remaining. Dummies has 2. Both challenges intact as we get into round number 5. What is round number 5, Nick?
Round number 5 is going to work like this. It is the betting round. We have 5 more questions in the realm of fandom fights. Teams, once they hear the category, they can pick who will take the first question, and then the other player will have to take the second question. We can reset for questions 3 and 4, and teams can confer on the 5th and final question. Once the player hears the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 5? All right. Take it away, Tim.
All right. So the first category that you will be able to bet points on is going to be Planet of the Apes. All right. Who's going to be taking it for Wookiee, and how much are you betting?
I'll be taking it for 2 points.
And who's taking it for Dummies, and how much?
I am taking it also for 2 points.
Okay. Here is your question. In Planet of the Apes, in war for the Planet of the Apes, who signals to the Colonel that they and the apes will keep working when the Colonel threatens to shoot Caesar if they won't? Nick, why do these have to be so fucking stressful?
They used to be a lot worse.
Honestly, I'm more stressed as the host, weirdly enough.
Actually, I think I would agree with that.
Yeah, weirdly enough, I am. I don't know why.
I agree,
5,
actually.
4, 3, don't know why. 2.
I feel less in control.
Pens down. Yeah, right? It's like, what the fuck? Let's go to Wookiee.
Rocket.
And Jake.
I said Lake.
Lake is correct. So Wookiee loses 2 points, going down to 33. Dummies gains 2 points and goes up to 37. We're going to get into the second question of the round. It is now a 4-point game. David and Robert have to take this one. What is the category, Nick?
Horror icons.
Let's get back, starting with Dummies and Robert.
I'm only betting 1.
Okay, and Wookiee.
I'm betting 2.
Okay, big question, Nick. What is the question?
Question is, what does Jason use to kill his first victim in Friday the 13th, Part 8? Jason Takes Manhattan.
Nick, I believe if Wookiee misses this, but Dummies hits, that will be the game.
I don't know. Hang on.
I don't know.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to start with Robert.
Is that a spear gun?
And David.
Harpoon.
We can accept both of those answers. So Wookiee gets back up to 35 with their 2 points, but Dummies will get 1 point. 38 is now their total. So we are at a 3-point game as we get into the third category. You can reset who takes this. And the category is Disney animation. Let's get bets, starting with Wookiee Mistake. Who's taking it and how much?
Me too.
All right. And Dummies, who's taking it and how much?
I'm taking it and I'm betting 1.
Okay. Here is your question in Disney animation. Which Disney animated film features a land called Happy Valley kept alive by a magical singing harp? I had to do some math in my head.
Okay.
But I got there. I figured it out. 5, 4,
My skin is warm.
2, 1. Pens down. David, we're going to start with you.
Fun and fancy free.
And Jake.
Fun and fancy free.
Both are correct. So Wookiee gets up to 37. Dummies at 39. It is a 2-point game now. As we get into the penultimate question, Nick, what is the category that Robert and Joe have to take?
The category is Alien versus Predator.
Let's get bets, starting with Robert.
2.
Oh, my. And Joe.
2.
Oh, my God. All right. Nick, what is the question in Alien versus Predator?
Question is, who plays Dr. Jonathan Gettyman, one of the scientists responsible for cloning Ripley in Alien Resurrection?
I don't use the words fucking travesty often, but I would use them to describe this picture.
You use them all the time.
I use the word travesty.
Fucking travesty, in fact.
Oh, wow.
This
5,
Taco
4,
Bell order.
3. That's
It's
3.
missing
2, 1.
cheese.
Pens down. Let's start with Robert.
Brad Dourif.
And Joe.
Michael Wincott.
And your winners and new Fandom Fights Teams champions, DUM-E's. The answer was Brad Dourif. Nick, holy shit. On the penultimate question there, Dummies wins it. Robert hitting it for 2 points. Final score of 41-35.
Wow.
A lot to dissect here. Dummies started off, I think, maybe just like I don't want to say slow. They were playing great. They were tied.
They tied out of round 1. And
down
then
1
and round 2.
Swept their filmography. They were playing on top of their game. Dummies or Wookiee had a couple missteps, but played as they normally do. A champion caliber team. Round 5 just maybe tripped them up a little bit, but damn. Wow, that was nuts. Do you have anything you want to say before we get into the post match?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Let's bring in Wookiee Mistake, Joe and David, and their manager, if I can find her, Brittany. Go ahead.
Wookiee Mistake. You guys have been great champions. You've been fantastic champions. Even back before you were champions, everyone knew you would be champions one day. You were the third team ever to defend the belt, and you've already beaten Dummies, the team that just beat you. That's something Tim and I couldn't even say when we lost to him the first time. So, clearly you guys have a stacked list of accomplishments. Today, even though you played fantastic champion caliber level, today does not tarnish any sort of legacy for Wookiee Mistake because you guys played absolutely fantastic. How are you guys feeling? Let's get some reactions from you.
I think this was our worst championship.
Yeah, you knew me.
I think this was our worst championship match, like to date, and it shows. I think my round 1 was terrible. I mean, 4 points in round 1. It's not what I should be doing in this type of matches. I don't know, like the 3-pointer in the filmography round, Carmen Ejogo, we knew her name, we just couldn't picture her.
Yeah.
And then I think if we flipped who takes what in round 3, we are fine. But
yeah. I think I think we take set 2. I think we're fine as well. It's the small decisions that do it. And David, like he said, he hadn't played for a while, so it took him a while to get into gear in round 1. Me, I've played a lot lately, and I think that just took its effect going into round 5. And I think that combination just didn't work out for us today. A bit of getting in my own head because I'd had Brad Dourif as a filmography question in a very recent match, and I thought they're not going to ask that twice, so I went for the other one that I knew because he's another filmographer with the Breeds in Treasure Planet. So again, it's the small little decisions here that just didn't quite work out. That being said, DUM-E's played a very, very good game all the way through. Like I said, tied round 1. Both their main strengths came up on the wheel.
Yeah.
I've said it for a while. The wheel has been very strongly in my favor for a long time, since the start of the year, I'd say. And eventually it wasn't going to pan out. I've got David here. We managed to not give up a steal in Horror Icons, which is what you need to do against dummies because they're very good at it. If we've got that steal, if we've got the 3-pointer, we're talking very different scenarios here. It is what it is, but they've never defended before. So.
Oh yeah, we'll be back probably, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, guys, you did great. If there's one thing we love around here, it's breaking trilogies that are tied 1-1, which is where we're at here with dummies. And I can tell you that this will not be the last time we see you this year. You're gonna have to wait just a minute, but we're gonna put you back somewhere where you're familiar.
Oh yes.
Oh no.
I was just gonna say we don't know who you're playing yet because I was just gonna say you're gonna be ranked pretty highly, 1 or 2 in the fall teams tournament, back where you guys have succeeded on multiple occasions. So
okay. I'm going to be honest here. I've missed tournament play. Haven't played in a tournament all year.
It's fair.
Yeah.
And well, let's see who we're up against. I'm looking forward to this. A lot of new people that I haven't played yet. Now, okay. Let's soften the blow a little bit. Thanks, Bernie.
You're welcome. Brittany, do you have any thoughts on how your friends and faction mates played today?
Yeah, I mean, yes, you guys had a little bit of stumbles, but like round 2, you guys got Horror Icons, which is probably the one you wanted the least, honestly. And you guys swept it. You played great. I think there's a lot of positives to still come out of this, and knowing what this will do for your guys' motivation, I am terrified if we run into you guys in the tournament. And yeah, they'll be back for sure. Yeah.
Awesome.
I want to clip out Brittany just saying, "Oh no!" Every time somebody just like put it into something different on Monday nights when somebody says something bad, like crazy. Oh no!
Yeah.
Great job! Congratulations on a great run and a great match. And we'll see you in the fall as we bring in our winners once again, champions. DUM-E's, guys. Have you?
Woo! Yeah.
I interviewed them for a long time, so you could have like a second to breathe a little bit. But guys, you did it. You're the second ever team to be 2-time champions. And Robert specifically, I want to point at you, Robert, because you went out of the tournament a little earlier than you wanted, the singles tournament, and it's because you missed some answers that you knew, but you just barely missed. You did not do that today, and together the two of you killed a giant is what you did, is what you said you were going to do, and you did it today. So you said you beat the greatest team of all time, and now you got to beat the second or third. I think you should start considering yourselves in that consideration as well. Dummies, congratulations. You were champions once again. How are you feeling?
Anybody can go. If you want me to go first, I'll go first, but anybody can go.
Okay, I guess I'll go if I'm not lagging too bad. I will just say last night I was not in a good place with this match. I was really, really scared about this match because these guys are, like they said it before the match, they beat us so many times, like across Fandom, across other leagues. Like they have had our number for a long time. And I didn't sleep very well last night because they literally kept me up at night. So this does feel special. I don't want to compare it to when we beat Knights of Ren, but getting that monkey off our back is really sweet. Planet of the Apes is just our friend when it comes to title matches, I guess, because it's the second time Planet of the Apes has been the difference in round 5. So yeah, those guys are incredible. I called it last year that we would be seeing Knights of Ren at the end of the year. I'm calling it now. I think we're going to be seeing Wookiee Mistake at the end of the year. They're too pissed at us. They're too motivated. Yeah, we're seeing them again.
I have to say, yeah, I mean, Wookiee probably wasn't at their best today. And I was feeling really nervous. Like, we got that 2-point lead. It was starting to mirror a lot of the Ren match when they missed the 3-pointer. I was like, oh my God, they missed the 3. We're ahead. Oh crap. And then I screwed up the alien question. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to tank this for us. And I was going to feel awful. And then Jake hits that question. I should have went 2 on horror. I was just feeling really outside of my level of confidence. And, you know, we dragged it along a little bit. We probably could have ended it maybe a question early. But, you know, we score 40 points in title matches when we're trying to win a belt as opposed to defend it. This was the biggest thing. I'd never beaten Joe at anything geeky related. And I got to say, I'm probably like 1-12 now. But this one is really, really, really freaking sweet.
It makes up a lot for the 12, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was like I was Rocky and he was Drago, and I wanted to put a picture up. I didn't have a good mirror or a picture of Joe. It would be weird if I had a picture of Joe that I could do it electronically, I guess. But I just didn't have that was what I was motivating for. I was studied so hard. I know Jake studied so hard. I'm beyond happy. And yeah, I guess if you would say there's a Mount Rushmore of fandom teams, we might be on it. And that's incredible.
Weird to say that, but
I know, but fuck it. I'm gonna fucking say it. I don't care.
I mean, our record would indicate we're in the discussion, I would say.
Yeah. We're on
it. Winning the belts twice might fucking put you up there. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Bill, what are your thoughts on today?
It's fucking nerve-wracking is what it was. Jesus Christ. Oh, you guys don't make it easy, and I love you for it. Fucking just one time, could you just put it away early so my heart will live?
Not against these guys. That's never happened.
Never. It's fine. You know what? This was an incredible match all throughout both teams. I mean, honestly, that lead was like a pendulum going back and forth. And then you guys hit your stride. I know there's gonna be some time, like some parts in there you're picking apart in your brain. You're like, I should have did, should have. You know what? End result. We got a belt for Izzy, just like you wanted. So,
all right, guys. I can tell you that you're calling it now. You'll see Wookiee Mistake at the end of the year at the tournament. You will have a chance to defend your belts before that tournament. You will be playing the winner of a special event Tim and I have planned. So for all those watching right now, stay tuned. Keep your eyes out next week. Tim and I are going to go live, do a Q&A, announce what this event is. It's going to be the first of its kind. It's going to be very exciting. So you'll see the winner, the winning team of that event in your first title defense.
I don't think it's going to be Molokai Cargo, so you guys are going to be fine.
Yeah, that's really good.
Honestly, it fucking could be.
It very well.
You have no idea.
You joke, but you don't know.
Because I know.
2-time teams champions. Very impressive. Well done. Congratulations. We'll see you in your first defense. Tim! Good thing.
Yeah, no, great match. Wookiee Mistake, very deserving champions, but I think DUM-E obviously more so today. They absolutely earned it, getting that belt for the second time. Doesn't take away anything that Wookiee did today, but DUM-E was just, they came to play. And I think that you pointed out something that I didn't even think of like Robert getting kind of kicked out of the tournament early on a couple things that he was just like so close on, and he made sure that didn't happen today. But Jake also just playing lights out as well for a guy that's in Fandom and Warzone and Multiplex. Is he going to come win the fucking Fanzone belt now? I don't know. Like, Jake, hit me up. You want to come play debate? This is absolutely nuts. Great job to both teams. Absolutely fun event. So thank you guys for being here and watching. Please check out all the other matches. We don't know where this airs in the video yet. So we did have the Fanzone debate title, as well as the Warzone contender match in singles and the Warzone teams title match. And then the Fandom singles title obviously is on the line as well. So all these matches, check them out. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you real soon. Bucky, give them hell. We'll see you guys with the next one. Bye.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye.
And again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.